Everything changed when I got me some money. Now I'm overseas, I'm rocking out shows. And watch how the back can keep coming. She keep begging please, but I'm sorry, little baby, cause I fell in love with blue hundreds. Gang gon' ride for me whenever we slide, so no, it ain't never no running. Say friendship, baby, so I keep me on 40.
Got a great established young man out of Dallas, Texas. You know, he one of the best realtors in Dallas, Texas. You feel me? One of my closest partner, one of my cameraman closest partner. We got Mr. Tafari, the realtor from Dallas, my dog. How you feel?
Sure, man. I'm feeling good, man.
That's
hey, honored to be here with y'all, for sure.
More definitely. I want to appreciate you taking time out your busy day. He be closing deals every day, y'all. If y'all need a house or anything, get with my guy. You did. Most definitely. So before we get into this good-ass interview, I want to jump into, we got to do the quote of the day. And the quote of the day is, It's wild how quick we are to cancel our own kind, but celebrate others when we doing worse. We scream black unity until one of us stumbles, then it's jokes and hates and hit the headlines. Pretty much meaning, free Diddy. Free Diddy, man. Hey, I ain't with all the other stuff he doing, but at the end of the day, he's still a father. He's still a pioneer in hip hop, man. We gotta learn how to stop tearing down our black leaders when we in a situation where we facing a major crime. You know what I'm saying? Stick with each other even when we good. Stick with each other even when it's bad. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, you look at these other races, get what they doing? They sticking with each other. They protesting. So that is the quote for the day, man. Black unity, man. Stay focused in black unity. You feel me? Stop switching up when things go wrong. You feel me? All right, we got to do the cologne of the day. The cologne of the day is Dolce Gabbana Light Blue. You fuck with this?
Oh no, that's for sure fire.
Yeah, you feel me?
Got that in my collection.
Hey. How do you like it? 1 through 10 rated.
Man, I go based off how I get the compliments when I'm around the ladies. So I get a lot of compliments around it for sure. So give about that 9.5.
Most definitely. Yeah. This is one of my favorite two in my collection. It is an amberwood, musky, seawater, grapefruit, warm, musky scent. This is for like springtime. You can also put it in the fall. It's like a day scent to me. What about you?
Yeah, no, for sure.
Like a day scent, you know what I'm saying? When I go to the gym, I put it on. You know what I'm saying? You know how you do it. Boom, boom,
you
boom.
throw the cologne on going to the gym?
Man, I wear cologne 24/7.
Oh man, I gotta put that in my bag. I be hearing they don't like that.
Man, dog.
They don't like that.
Who? Bruh, my mom always told me this. You always want to go to bed smelling good. Never know when you had to go to the hospital.
Oh yeah. But I'm talking about the gym.
Oh, what? That's how you get them.
Yeah.
Because when you sweat, bro,
yeah.
They think like, woman walking past you doing goddamn bench press, that's how you get them. That's a free game.
Okay, yeah, he put me on game. Okay.
Free game. But man, let's jump into the interview, man. My dog, introduce yourself to the world, who you is.
Man, my name is Tafar Th Realtor, born and raised in Dallas, Texas. I'm a real estate agent. I do it full time. I've been doing it for about 6 to 7 years now. But yeah.
Okay. He been doing it for 6 or 7 years. What year did you get into real estate?
You said what year?
Yeah.
I was probably about 21, 22 when I got my real estate license. I was a student at TCU, taking summer classes just to get ahead a little bit.
Okay.
And I've always wanted to be an entrepreneur, so I was like, what can I do to get my feet wet in the entrepreneur world? Gotcha. And I remember growing up, one of my homeboys, his family was in real estate. Gotcha. And most of the families that we played basketball with didn't really have money. But when I think about his family, you can tell they had a little bit more money than everybody else. Right. So I literally Googled how to get into real estate. And I saw real estate agent, this is how old you need to be, 18 years old to get your license. And I said, you know what, I'm 21, let's do it. Let's start this entrepreneur process. Okay. That's how it started.
Okay, so so how are you now, you mind me asking?
28.
So he been in the game almost 7 years, y'all. Hey, how you like it?
Man, I love it. Being an entrepreneur has its ups and downs.
Okay.
The reason that I saw real estate as a great route for me, it was bridging that gap of like being an entrepreneur, but also being a positive impact on others.
Yes, sir.
When it comes to helping someone get to their first home, first apartment, that fulfillment that I get once they get the keys to their new home or new apartment, it motivates me to want to keep doing it for sure.
Gotcha. Most definitely. What was the wildest thing you have seen during your home show in Dallas so far out of them 7 years?
Wildest thing, man, that's crazy. It's something new every day in real estate.
Okay.
So me as a real estate agent, I like to do open houses every weekend just to get my name out there, get my client's property out there. It was one time And if you're watching this, I apologize. This happened a few years ago. But one of my clients, she was a police officer. And I let her know I was going to get there early. I walked into the house. She was still there, and she was walking around. No clothes on. I ain't gonna lie, man.
He had a nice view.
I thought she was gonna be pissed. She a police officer. I'm thinking in my head, yeah, she about to find a way to lock me up. Like, I'm done for. She was so mad. But I mean, she was good about it. She was like, my apologies. You know, I was there longer than I expected.
Right.
You said she's gonna get here early. That story right there always gets me every time, because I wasn't expecting to walk in and see her walking around.
So wait a minute, she was freewheeling around.
She lived alone.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So most times you home alone, house maybe hot and just comfortable, no clothes on. I was like, man, that's crazy.
No, my country ass. I was like, hold on, wait a minute.
I straight walked in. I had to walk right back out. I was like, look, I apologize. I don't know what's going on. I guess I should have knocked, but her car was in the garage. So I didn't know anybody was home. But no, that was wild.
Yeah, that's wild. That's wild. So that's one of the wildest moments.
Most definitely. I mean, I've seen some more wild things. I've seen people squatting homes. You go into a house, someone's living in there.
For real?
Empty house. Real estate's crazy, man. Everybody sees the glitz and glamour of it, but there's a lot of behind the scenes stuff that real estate agents don't talk about. Where it's like, this is tough.
Okay, got you. What are the top 3 first-time home buyer mistakes you see over and over again?
Top 3 first-time home buyer mistakes. For one, I would say a lot of clients or first-time home buyers fall in love with a home before knowing exactly how much they can afford.
Gotcha.
And I say this because you hit me up and say, hey, Tafari, I absolutely love this home that I just saw. It's $400,000, 4 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, 2 stories. It has everything that I need for me and my family.
Right.
Now you're set on that home.
Right.
I get you connected with a lender. You're only qualified for $300,000.
Now you mad.
So now you can't afford that home, but now your expectations is that home. So with the $300,000 price range, you can't really find something that's similar to that.
Gotcha.
So now what I tell my clients is that before you even start looking at homes, contact me. Let's understand exactly how much you can qualify when it comes to purchasing a home, so you won't get your hopes set on a specific home that you might not be able to qualify for.
Makes sense, man. You be realistic with them.
Most definitely. You know what I
Gotcha.
mean? Like, it's like going to the Gucci store and not having the budget to buy some Gucci shoes.
Facts.
So it's like, don't tell me that you want to buy a pair of Gucci shoes and you only got $200.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So,
Gotcha.
Another mistake once already starting the process is that sometimes people want to open up a new credit card. They want to go buy furniture. They want to buy a new car. But those things right there can affect your
credit score.
It can affect the process of you not qualifying anymore.
Right.
Because the lenders, underwriters, they are checking your accounts daily, making sure that you're not doing anything crazy. If you make any major purchases, they're like, wait, what's going on? And it might mess up your debt to income ratio, where you might not be able to qualify for the home anymore. I've had situations where clients was one day away from closing on the home, went to go buy a new car. Now you can't close on the home the next day.
Because you didn't got all these inquiries on your credit and then your debt to income.
Exactly. So it's like,
Gotcha.
speak to your, I like to tell my clients up front, but depending on what other agents you might be working with, make sure you asking questions about, if I can do this, is this going to affect my purchasing power? Is this going to affect me closing on my home? And then last, let me see, what else? Another major thing that can affect you qualifying for a home is switching jobs. And when I say switching jobs, switching the pay structure of your job. I had a client one time that was a W-2 employee, and he had an opportunity to switch to a different trucking job, but it was 1099. So the pay structure changed. So now you was pre-approved based off your W-2. Now that you're 1099, you don't qualify anymore. So what I tell a lot of my clients, yes, you might have an opportunity to make more money, but if you're trying to close on this home, it's probably best to stay where you are until after closing on your home and then switching over to that different pay structure. But if you switch jobs and it's the same pay structure, that shouldn't affect it.
Got you. Okay, so that goes into my next question. If someone has no W-2, bad credit, and $5K, can they still buy a home in Dallas in 2025?
No W-2,
Bad credit.
Bad credit.
We're gonna say 10,000, not 5K.
10,000. The first two, the W-2 and bad credit, I would say yes, it's still possible to buy a home.
Okay.
I would say with the 10K would be tough.
Okay.
Because there are non-traditional loan types, such as a bank statement loan, that you'll have to be able to put 15 to 20% down. So depending on the price of the home that you're trying to buy, then you'll be able to do it. My math not as sharp as it used to be, but 15 to 20%, most people don't have that to put down.
Got you. Okay, makes sense.
So if it's someone that has a lump sum of money and your credit's not the best, you don't have a W-2, you do have bank statement loans that you can still qualify to purchase a home. But if you don't have a big lump sum of money that you can just put down on closing costs and down payment, you might want to get the credit score up. You might want to start getting some W-2s.
Get y'all shit together. You feel me? You hear my boy telling y'all. So that goes into my next question. Can you break down what a buyer needs step by step to get pre-approved in the state of Texas for a home, they dream home?
Yeah, so your typical W-2 employees, when I connect you with my lender, he's typically asking for your W-2s, bank statements, last 2 years worth of tax returns. They're gonna look at your credit score. They're gonna look at your debt to income ratio. They're gonna look at any assets that you have. So those are the main things that they're looking at. Okay. For people that's entrepreneurs, it might be a little bit of a different route than a W-2 employee. They'll look at your tax returns. They'll look at your bank statements to see how much income you really have coming in. They'll still also look at your credit score as well.
Okay. Cool. So tax returns, credit score, bank statements, and you said for business owner, because my audience is mostly business owners. So what would they need? Like what tax forms?
So we have 1099, so they're going to make sure that you did your taxes.
Okay.
So one of the big things that I tell my entrepreneurs is something that I had to learn myself is that we like to write things off.
Facts.
So we don't have to pay any taxes. In that time frame that you decide that you do want to buy a house, you have to speak to me, speak to my lender to know exactly how much you can write off to still qualify for a home. Because you can make a lot of money. Say for instance, you make $500,000 a year, but if you write off $490,000, when the lender looks at your income, it's only going to show that you made $10,000 a year.
Right.
You're not going to be able to qualify for a home at that point.
Exactly.
But if you know that you're in the process of wanting to buy a home and you made $500,000, it might be smart to maybe write off $300,000 to show that you made $200,000.
Right.
So you can be able to qualify for a home.
Got you. Or what my CPA tells me is, hey, we finna add you as an employer in your business. You get your W-2. Simple.
You can also do that for sure.
You know what I'm saying? You get paid bi-weekly, monthly, however you want to get you a salary.
It's a lot easier to get pre-approved when you're a W-2.
Gotcha. Okay. How does credit really affect the mortgage process, and what's a safe score to aim for?
So credit score does play a factor with the interest rates.
Okay.
Different levels of your credit score kind of gives you a better interest rate. When it comes to qualifying for a FHA loan, you need to have at least a 580 credit score.
Okay.
When it comes to a conventional loan, you need to have at least a 620.
Okay.
I would say a comfortable spot. Of course, the 620 gets you at that conventional point, but the higher the better for sure. But don't think that if you don't have a higher credit score that you can't qualify for a home. Like I said, you can be at a 580 and qualify for FHA. There are some lenders that work with clients that might have a little bit lower than a 580, but there are certain requirements to qualify. So there are loans out there, if you do have lower than a 580, that you can still qualify for a loan.
Okay, gotcha. See, I hear my guy, 580. Ain't no reason everybody should not be out here owning a house or getting a house. That's a next question. Do you feel like, what age do you feel like the average person or marriage couple should invest in their first home? What age?
I don't think there's an age limit or a timeline.
Okay.
I think, to me, a lot of people try to predict the market.
Right.
Like, oh, is the market's going to crash?
Right.
Or our rate's going to drop?
Gotcha.
I tell people that you have to take the pros and cons of each market and see if it fits you. So if your financial situation is set where you can qualify for a home, I think that's the right time.
Gotcha.
I think trying to guess the market or try to predict the perfect time is now if you can afford it. You know what I mean? I can be 27 years old and have all my finances and credit score in order to qualify for a home. Someone can be 35 and not have a good credit score. not have the money, that don't mean that you should go buy a house because you're 35 years old.
Got you.
Feel me?
Got you. Makes sense. Okay. Good question. Explain house hacking in the Dallas market. Is it possible in 2025?
House hacking is most definitely still possible in Dallas in 2025. House hacking is pretty much the process of turning your primary residence into an investment property.
Okay.
So when it comes to investing into real estate, if you want to buy a property strictly to invest, you have to put a bigger down payment, 15 to 20%. So house hacking is pretty much, I'm going to buy this primary residence, live in it for a year, and then turn it into an investment property. But what a lot of people are trying to do these days is that they want to buy a duplex, a triplex, a fourplex, and they'll live in one side because it's their primary residence and then rent out the other spaces. So it's like I live in one because it's my primary residence, but I also have 2 more units or 1 more unit available that can rent out, and it helps me with my mortgage payments.
Okay.
And then after that 1 year of actually living in it, you can move out, and now you have a full duplex that you can rent out.
My boy just dropped some bars to y'all. I hope y'all taking notes on TikTok. All the people in my DMs, I hope y'all taking notes. He giving y'all some game.
Okay.
He giving y'all some game. All right, so let's say, for instance, if someone is renting right now for $1,800 a month, how can they use that same payment to buy?
So $1,800 a month in this current market with the interest rate, I'll say you'll probably be getting a home that's under $300,000, maybe around that $250,000 to $275,000.
Okay.
There are areas in the DFW area that you can still qualify for a home, or purchase a home within that price point. I think the person that's looking to buy a home has to understand that at $1,800 a month, you might not get everything that you want, but you'll at least be investing into a property, building equity, and becoming a homeowner.
Explain equity to the world, because a lot of people don't get that part about owning a home and equity.
Right. I'm sorry.
No, you good.
So equity is pretty much the amount of value that you've built up in the home. So a lot of people, you might get a home for $200,000 5 years ago. It might be worth $300,000 now. So you have $100,000 worth of equity in the house. So when a lot of people say that, oh, investing in real estate is just like renting, I wouldn't say it is.
Right.
I would say you can at least accumulate some money back when selling that property. You know what I mean? It's kind of like buying something like a Rolex. It's going to appreciate in value, or it's going to hold its value.
Right.
Where buying a Rolex that's a bust down, it doesn't hold the value anymore.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So it's pretty much being able to make money on something that you invested in.
Okay. Gotcha. So
Put it in layman terms.
Nigga terms on this podcast. Nigga terms. We put it in nigga terms. You feel me? Okay. What makes your real estate approach different from all other agents in Dallas? Because this is the man with the plan. I don't give a fuck who y'all say. This man, this is a hard working man. I can tell y'all that.
Man, I think I just come every day being myself.
Okay.
Not trying to sell you on anything. I'm not trying to make it seem like I'm better than anybody.
Okay.
I treat all of my clients like celebrities. You know what I mean? We're in the service business, and no one wants to feel like they're just a transaction.
Got you.
And that's my goal. Every single day, I want to make sure that I'm under promising and over delivering. Okay. Because in the service business, as a real estate agent, your next deal can come from a referral. So based off how well I do with my clients, they're gonna be like, "Oh my God, working with Tafari was amazing. I know 3 more people that's trying to buy a house. Let me refer that to Tafari."
Build that chain.
So that's my goal. Like I said, no deal is too small. No deal is too big.
Hey.
Everybody's a celebrity in my eyes, because I'm just grateful and honored that you want to work with me, because there's so many real estate agents out here. And when someone reach out and want to work with me specifically, I'm honored.
Got you. Y'all hear my guy. What's your niche or superpower when it comes to helping people buy or sell?
Niche, superpower.
Like, what is what is something that you know for a fact you can nail to make them buy?
I wouldn't necessarily say I have a niche or a superpower. I think my superpower is really just showing up for everybody, whether it's a first-time home buyer, a repeat client, someone that's been owning a home for the longest. Showing up and just being available. A lot of real estate agents don't work hard. A lot of real estate agents just want business to come to them. A lot of real estate agents take days off and vacations. Just started taking vacations a little bit because I've been working.
Yeah.
But Man, my superpower is being available for my clients. Because at the end of the day, the service is about making them happy.
Yes, sir.
And as long as I can accomplish that,
you in there.
I'm good.
Yes, sir. Good customer service is gonna take you a long way.
For sure.
I promise you. Okay. Do you think every realtor should be building a brand on social media, and why?
I think the newer agents, or every agent that's recently in real estate, should most definitely be building a brand on social media.
Okay.
That's where I get most of my clientele from, is social media, and then word of mouth. The older agents that's been doing the real estate for a long time, they don't necessarily need social media.
Right.
I go out and get video content of homes. It was a real estate agent in there one day, and she was like, "Oh, what are you doing? Why are you recording a video of the house?" I was like, "Oh, I actually put it on my social media, and that's how I get clients." And she was like, "People home shop on social media?" And it's like, you can kind of get an understanding of, like, she's been in the game
longer.
20, 25, 30 years.
Right.
Where it's like, she don't understand why she needs to post on social media, because she has a lot of referral, repeat business already.
Gotcha.
With me, when it comes to real estate, I'm new in the game. I'm trying to get my name out there, and I'm trying to build my brand.
Right.
And the way that I see social media, Instagram, TikTok, that's my walking resume.
Facts.
If you follow me on Instagram, I don't necessarily just want to let people know that I'm a real estate agent off rip.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So once people follow me on Instagram, they see that I just had a closing with a client. They just see that I gave them a special gift, a housewarming gift.
Right.
They just see that I gave my clients celebrity treatment. So it's like, oh man, I just met this guy at the gym. He do real estate. I'm looking for an apartment. I'm looking for a new house. Let me actually shoot him a message real quick. I want to work with him.
Right.
So I see social media as my walking resume, where I don't have to always pitch myself in person, because what I realized when I first started doing real estate, I would just, hey, I'm a realtor.
Right.
People get tired of it. People don't want to talk to you. People try to avoid you. So now it's like, let the people approach me now.
Yeah, you relate to your people on different aspects. You know what I'm saying? You try to relate to them. That's how I am with credit repair.
Yeah.
Like, you do credit? Yeah, I do credit, but what's your need? What you trying to do? This is what you could do. From my experience, you don't need to do that. You know what I'm saying? So I get you. Okay. What is the biggest lie people believe about real estate agents to this day?
We do not just open doors. Man, I hear that all the time. Like, what do I need a real estate agent for? All they do is open the doors, close the doors, lock it up. I can do that myself.
God.
It's so much that takes place with real estate. Like you see, when I walked in, I'm on the phone with one of my sellers.
And he
you know what I mean?
He handling the business.
She can't do this transaction by herself.
Right.
When it comes to negotiating deals, typing up contracts, and then it's pretty much being like an emotional support.
Gotcha.
Because first time home buyers, they have a roller coaster of emotions going up and down when it comes to buying a home.
Right.
They don't know what to look out for. Sometimes first time home buyers don't know that they can get an inspection. They don't know that they can negotiate a price. They don't know that the market value and the appraised value is not the same thing. So it's so many things that happens within real estate behind closed doors that real estate agents are not just yelling and hollering about on social media that we do.
Right.
Because we want to make it seem as simple as possible.
Yes, sir.
And I think we made it look too simple, because people started to be very disrespectful, thinking we just open and close doors. But let me be the first to tell you, we do not just open doors.
They get business done.
Sure.
Y'all better put some respect on these motherfucking name, nigga. Shit, that's coming for me. Like, come on, man. You feel me? You don't cheat on these three people: your barber, your realtor, and your damn lawyer.
No, for sure.
You feel me?
But let me ask you a question, man. I know you said that you do credit repair.
Yes, sir.
What's your thoughts about credit? Because I know you asked me a question about credit. How do you feel like it plays a factor in the home buying process, and what are you mainly seeing when it comes to home buyers that maybe have a good credit score or have a bad credit score? Like, what are most people needing to work on?
When it comes to credit, most people need to, like you said, work on their utilization. They be having a fucking credit cards maxed out completely. I'm talking about maxed out completely. Like,
Swiping that bad boy.
They can have a high limit. They can have a maximum limit 20,000, but they done max that shit out to like 8,000 and thinking they finna goddamn go get a new Corvette or a new Honda. I be like, hey, your debt to income ratio need to be. People say 30%. I tell people 10%, because once you go over 10%, your credit score start dropping 50 to 100 points.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Or I always tell them this hat, like, okay, you at a 550 and you ain't got nothing on your credit. You just at a 550, utilization is fucked up, right? I tell them, hey, pay off all your credit cards. Do a credit increase every 90 days. If you got a $5,000 limit, increase it to 10. They're gonna increase it to 10. That's gonna give you more room to play with money. Once you increase it with 10, cool. You go get what's called trade lines. You go add some trade lines on there. 2 or 3 authorized users, like 5 years back, they're gonna take you from a 550 probably to like a 620, 650, depending on what type of trade lines you get. Once you do that, cool. Let's say, for instance, your down payment. You got a down payment, right? What's a typical down payment? Anywhere from 10, 15,000?
Depending on the price of the home, so between 3 to 3.5%.
Exactly. So most people don't know how to get that. So what I teach people is, okay, you can do either a cash advance. I mean, you can do a cash advance on one of your credit cards, or you can liquidate your credit card. Meaning, let's say if you come to me, Dr. Tay G, I need 10 bands. Okay, you got $10,000 credit card. You're like, yeah, all right, go. I'm finna invoice you. Pay this invoice. We're gonna take the money off the invoice. Once the money come to me, I'm gonna send the money back to you into your account. Now you got the cash. Go get your house. Boom. All you gotta do is figure out a way how you finna goddamn pay this credit card out. You know what I'm saying?
All my clients that need some credit repair, hey, we trying to get you into a house. You know, he gonna get your credit up.
Like for real. And then 45 to 90 business days. You feel me?
Yeah.
45 to 90 business days. You just gotta stay focused on lock in. Don't apply for nothing like he said. Stop getting your credit ran. If you get denied the first 2 times, your credit's not there. Point blank here. If you in the 2 times, your credit's not there.
Yeah.
That's pretty much what I run into in hard increase. That's about it. Hard increase. People just like to apply for things.
Most definitely.
Apply for things.
And I know this interview is about me and my real estate, but like I said, me and him work hand in hand, especially with it being real estate. People need their credit fixed.
Yep.
Kind of like you asked me a question. What's the one thing that, what was it? That people, one lie that people think about real estate agents.
Oh yeah.
I feel like there's a negative connotation out there with credit repair.
Oh hell yeah.
Clear the air, man. Clear the air, because I don't want to send a client to you and they be like, I don't want to get scammed. Yeah, you know what I mean? We do legit business. So
this is what everybody think about credit repair. Everybody think credit repair is a scam off rip. Everybody think that people with jewelry or people dressed like a rapper are a scam. No, like I tell people is we do more than credit repair. If you don't get no contract, if a person don't sit there and go down your credit report with you, telling you where you went wrong at, if a person not invoicing you doing a professional way, and instead of taking Zelle, Cash App, that's a scam. You know what I'm saying? Off real, a client come to me, what's your problem? Okay, what are you trying to do in the next 90 days? They tell me, I'm like, all right, I'm gonna be realistic with you. From 45 days to 120 days, business days, this is what's gonna happen. Don't apply for nothing, I'm gonna send you a contract. Once you get that contract, you read everything. In my contract, it states you better not apply for nothing while working on your credit, because if you do, you cancel your contract. You feel me? So I'm very professional. Send you your invoice. Once I get your invoice, boom, you're gonna get a portal. Well, the portal is gonna tell you everything that we're disputing on your behalf, meaning collections, late payments, student loans, everything. You should be getting a piece of mail in the mail from the credit bureaus every week. By law, the credit bureau is supposed to send you a credit report every week. You get a free credit report every week. Most people don't know that.
Yeah.
By law. So you gonna be seeing, okay, he's cleaned up my credit. You're gonna be getting letters. You're gonna be getting emails. So a lot of myths or whatever people saying about it, oh, they scammer, or that don't work, or people be thinking people want fast results, but in reality, fast results equal to in my experience, equal to the disaster. You feel me? Slow and steady wins the race. If you get to it fast, you're gonna lose it fast. That's how I look. But they just think most of us scams and people dress like this, or let me see, black. I'm people real black. Think. yeah. Or I'm gonna tell you something else. I'll be like, hey, this is what I need to see your credit. They don't want to pay for the identity IQ or my free credit score or my annual credit report. They want the free shit. They gonna see me a credit karma log. I'm like, bro, I can't do nothing with this because this ain't accurate.
Right.
Cause when you go to the mortgage on the realtor, they gonna pull your FICO 10, your FICO 10T, all that, right?
Correct.
So that's why I be like, they be cheap, bro. So that's what we go through, yo.
Well, if your credit repair person is not taking you through those steps, drop them. Y'all know who to hit.
Hey, appreciate that, my dog. Definitely. What is a moment that almost made you quit real estate?
Man, I'm gonna say it was 2 moments. It was actually 2 moments. When I first started doing real estate, I was still in college. So when I finally got my real estate license, I was a student at TCU. what a lot of people don't tell you as a real estate agent is that you still have fees. You have office fees. You have realtor fees.
What?
So depending on what brokers you're with, they usually have maybe $100 to $150 office fee that you have to pay every month, regardless if you close a deal or not. As a real estate agent, we only get paid if we close a deal. So you can go months without getting paid. I'm 21, 22 years old.
Yeah.
I'm getting hit with $100, $150. But the one that really hit me, it's like a fee that we get charged every 6 months, I think.
Yeah.
I think it was like $500. This pays for all the platforms that we use, such as the MLS, Netris, and things like that. I'm a college student. $500, that's a lot to me. That's in my account. I literally looked myself in the mirror and said, "Dude, is real estate what I really want to do?" Like,
right.
I was like, man, I probably don't have time for this.
Right.
Money just keep coming out my account.
Right.
I'm not making no money. I haven't closed no deals. And I was like, oh man, this is crazy. Second time is when I was actually a little further into the game. Yeah. I don't think I wanted to quit, but I had one of those realizations of like, oh, this is why so many real estate agents quit.
Gotcha.
So like this happened right after one of my biggest years. So I had my first 6-figure year.
Okay.
So I'm thinking that I'm about to have a domino effect. This
right.
is not recent. I'm talking about some years down, my first 6-figure year. But the year after, I'm hyped. Like, yeah, I just hit 6 figures the last
right.
year. I'm about to do the same thing, even double it. If
right.
anything, interest rates go up. Everybody's scared to buy. Everybody's waiting for the interest rate to drop, for the market to boom.
Right.
And wasn't closing no deals.
Hey,
I wasn't closing no deals. Wasn't nobody hitting me up on social media. That's where my main platform, my main leads come from.
Yeah.
And I'm talking to other agents like, hey, is this slow for you? They're like, yeah. I mean, this is. And mind you, I honestly feel like real estate, the agents that's really closing deals consistently is a 1%. It's a lot of real estate agents out here that's not closing that many deals. Damn. So they say the statistics say most agents quit after the first year. If you make it to the second year, it's like, okay, you might have did a little something, or you believe in yourself. Right. That first 1 to 2 years, most agents drop out because it's 100% commission, and it's not everybody has that grit to keep wondering when their next paycheck's gonna come. Yep. I'd rather go get a 9 to 5 and get paid every 2 weeks. Right. But I swear, that year, I literally looked in the mirror and was like, I understand why people be quitting. Because, man, that year was extremely slow. And it was slow in terms compared to how I did the year prior. Right. But I still did decent enough to like pay bills and still be above water. Gotcha. But it wasn't what I was expecting. Gotcha. You know what I mean? So cool. That year for sure.
What time of the year do you feel like are the slowest? What season like or the highest or the peaks? Like I know for credit repair, anywhere from January to like July is we be bumping, but during winter time it gets slow.
I think it's the same for us. During the summertime, when more people are out and about looking. Gotcha. Especially families, they don't want to move homes while their kids are still in school. Gotcha. So it's kind of like, okay, school year is up. We can look for a different area, a different school. It's kind of hard to like just move my kids in the middle of the school year. Right. So I feel like during the summertime, more people are out looking. That's the booming time. So take advantage of everybody that's out. Real estate agents, if you are not working hard, work hard, open houses, social media marketing, do any and everything possible to get in front of as many people as possible. Because they're out right now. You know what I mean? They might be taking vacations, but they're also out looking for their next home. So.
Got you. You're not just selling homes. My guy's changing lives out here. Can you share a story or a time where you really did that?
Man, it's been a few times, but one of the ones that really like touched my heart was a time with me and one of my lenders, Jose Moore. We had a client that didn't feel like they can qualify for a home. They didn't think they can qualify for a home loan, and at first they couldn't. So shout out to Jose for doing everything possible.
Shout out Jose
to get them pre-qualified, but. The client literally bust out in tears the day that we was at the closing table. And that day was the day that I realized, like, I'm really making a positive impact on the people that I'm working with. because after a while it can kind of get redundant.
Right.
Of like, okay, I helped you get into a house. Yes, I'm excited. Let's move on to the next client.
Right.
But when you start really seeing the emotion and the impact that you had on an individual or a family when they get into a new home, because this mother was living in an apartment with her kids where it was cramped. They sharing rooms. Now they're able to purchase a home where at least they have their own rooms. They can grow up in a neighborhood and say, this was where I grew up when I was younger. So that right there was most definitely one of those emotional moments for me. Just having a client break down in front of me, and I was like, gotta keep it going, man.
Hey, shout out, what is his name, Jose?
Jose Moore, my man.
Shout out Mr. Jose Moore, man. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless you, man, with a house. I'm glad that my guy Tafar can help you out with that, man. Most definitely. What motivates you to keep going in this industry when the deals fall through? When the deals fall through?
Man, I ain't gonna lie. When I first started doing it, and when business wasn't as consistent as it is now, every deal that fell through hurt. I'm sitting at home contemplating, like, dang, should I really be doing this?
Right.
Because you work so hard to get a client, and sometimes it's not even your fault that something might fall through. They might make a crazy payment where they can't qualify for the home anymore, or the sellers might not be willing to repair some of the house, so the buyer don't want the home anymore. I think I got to a point now where I realized that there's gonna be ups and downs.
Facts.
There's always gonna be ups and downs.
Exactly.
And I've learned to not take it so personal,
Right.
or get so down on myself when a deal don't go through.
Keep going.
Because as long as I'm providing 100% great service, I'm happy with the end result.
Yes, sir.
So now it's like next shot mentality, where I like to relate things back to basketball because I played basketball my entire life. I even went through this phase of playing basketball as being a shooter. I'll shoot 3 shots, miss, and now I'm hesitant to shoot.
Right.
I had to learn that mindset of like, you got to keep shooting to make the next shot.
Right. Consistency.
So even though that deal didn't fall through, I can't just sit here and mope.
Right.
It's more people out here that needs me. So that motivation of knowing that there's more people out here that needs my help or that want to get into a home, it's just like that next shot mentality.
Okay, gotcha. Hey, that's a good ass answer. You feel me? Pretty much what my brother's saying is, you're gonna fail more than you win. I'm telling you that. You're gonna fail more than you win. I'm telling you. The ones that stay consistent with it is the ones that gonna be the top dollars. I swear to God, y'all. I promise you. I'm in crypto. I'm in mean trading, mean coin. I've been in for a year. I have lost more than I have won, but now I'm a motherfucking vet.
Yeah.
I'm a motherfucking vet. Niggas can't fuck with me.
Yeah.
These last 2 questions, man. Fast forward 5 years. What does your real estate empire look like, my brother?
5 years from now.
Yup.
Man, hopefully the team be kicked up at the beach. You know, but on a serious note, 5 years from now, man, I'm hoping that I'm at the point where I'm just blessed to consistently get a lot of deals,
right,
that I can help and grow other real estate agents that's getting into the game.
Gotcha.
So at that point, either building my own team, mentoring, something in that nature where it's like, I can't be the one driving around showing homes all the time.
Right.
You know what I mean? So being able to build and help others grow,
right, would
be one of those goals for me for sure, because I understand how it feels to be an agent that's looking for their next deal or trying to figure out how to be successful.
Gotcha.
I want to be able to provide and help someone grow.
Gotcha. Most definitely, man.
I also want to be one of the biggest real estate agents in DFW.
Facts.
Put me on a TV show.
Pop those shit, my dog.
You know what I mean? When people think DFW real estate, I want them to think Tafari with her. Most definitely.
When they think Texas, they want to think Tafar who?
Most definitely, man. Tafari with her, man. There's a lot of great agents out here, but when people think Dallas, Texas real estate, man, I want them to think Tafari with her for sure.
Most definitely, my brother. Hey, man, I appreciate it. It was a good ass podcast.
Yeah.
Hey, man, tell the world where they can find you, where to follow you at, how we get in contact with you.
Most definitely. You can hit me on all social media platforms at the Tafari Witter. That's TheTafariWitter on all social media platforms. I'm on Instagram, TikTok. I'm pretty sure I got Facebook, but I only check that for birthdays. So hit me on Instagram or TikTok for sure.
Most definitely. And y'all know I can't end this segment without giving y'all some motherfucking game. So I'm finna give y'all, once again, some motherfucking game to build your credit up. So I know a lot of people out there know about primaries and shit. And y'all tired of kickoff, y'all tired of sell, y'all tired of credit scoring. So I'm finna give y'all some primaries where y'all can go to these credit unions and get these secure loans and build your credit profile so you can go to my guy like Tafari, get you a $300K house or better, you know what I'm saying? Or go get you some funding or go put some equity out on, you feel me? So this is what you need. You know the typical profile I tell people is anywhere from 10 to 15 accounts, your profile is strong. It's not about the credit score, it's about the credit profile, okay? The history matters. So if you want to stop using kickoff, you want to start using self, you can go to a bank called Credit Human Credit Union, and you can get what's called a Q Money loan. And with this Q Money loan, it's a no credit check. You can borrow anywhere from $200 to $500, right? And you have 60 days to repay this loan off. You'll get pre-approved in 24 hours, meaning you can pull out a $200, $500 secure loan, and all you just do is pay on that motherfucker. I'm gonna give you a hack. If you pull out a $500 secure loan, pay half off the first week, and then once you pay half off the first week, you're gonna shoot your credit score up 50 points, and just pay on it. Just pay on it, and then pay it off. Because every time you pay something off on your credit score, guess what your credit score does? Drops. Anytime you close out anything, your credit score drops. Like, you ever thought about that? You paid off a car loan and all of a sudden that shit drop. It happens. The next credit union you can go to is, hold on y'all, my damn phone glitching up. Andrew Federal Credit Union. You go get what's called a cash to go loan. You can same thing. You can borrow a $200 to $500 loan. It's a flexible monthly payment from the 1st and 15th. No credit check. But here's the kicker, y'all. You must be a member of this credit union for 90 days. Member for 90 days, Andrew FCU. Next, you want to go to Arrowhead Credit Union. You get a loan up to $1,000. With this one, it has a maximum terms of 12 months with an interest rate of 15%. After 12 months on time payments, guess what? You can get you a $500 Arrow Visa credit card. They'll switch it from secure to unsecured, okay? Next, you have Blue Eagle Credit Union. Eagle Credit. It's Blue Eagle Credit Union. And what this is, you get you an Eagle Express loan. And you can get loans up to $1,500. No credit check for qualifying members only. So I know a lot of y'all looking like, damn, Dr. Tay G, how can I get in these credit unions? I'm finna give y'all the hack on how you get into a credit union around any fucking world without even being in the damn state and anything. You gonna go to a site called American Consumer Council. And all you just gonna do, you gonna sign up and you gonna donate anywhere from $5 to $1, and they gonna give you a certificate. And guess what? You are now part of a union, of the American Society Credit Union, where you can go to any state and get you a credit union. All you just gotta do is show that certificate, and they will welcome you with open arms. There y'all go. Hey, you got anything to say, my dog, before we do?
Hey, man, my man just dropped some gems. I hope y'all listening, man. I'm over here taking notes mentally. Like, I didn't know all this, but man, I greatly appreciate y'all for having me, man. It's been a pleasure.
Hey, y'all know, tune in. My boy finna go by. It's a doctor, and we out. Let's go.
Yes, sir.
Hey, good shit.